These are 12 of the most badass trees in the world. Number 12. The General Sherman is the largest tree in the world. Located in Sequoia National Park in California, which is home to half of the world's 10 largest trees, the General Sherman is believed to be over 2,000 years old. It has an astounding height of 275 feet with a diameter of 25 feet. Approximately how much does a General Sherman weigh? Stay tuned to get the answer at the end of the countdown. Number 11. In the Ashikaga Flower Park in Tochigi, Japan, the Wisteria tree is seemingly to many the most beautiful tree in the world. One tree in the park stands out against the others. As the largest and oldest tree of its type in Japan, dating back to the late 19th century, its amazing expanse makes it look like a pink sky when it is in full bloom. Number 10. Located in London near an old church is an ash tree encircled by gravestones, known as the Hardy tree. In the 1860s, Tom Hardy was given the task of removing buried tombs for the construction of a railway. Hundreds of tombstones were moved to surround the tree during this time, and to this day the tree continues to grow among them. Number 9. Located in Charleston, South Carolina, the angel oak tree is about 400 years old. Its base is 28 feet in circumference, 66 feet tall, but its branches may be the most extreme in the world. With its longest branch measuring 187 feet from tip to tip, this is one of the shadiest trees in the world, producing shade that covers thousands of square feet. Number 8. Located in Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka, this ficus tree is said to be the tree under which the Buddha gained enlightenment. Known as the Jaya Sri Mahabodhi, it is one of the most sacred trees in the world. It can be dated back to the 3rd century BC and was planted by King Devanampiya Tissa, making it the oldest human-planted tree in the world. Over the centuries, it was tended to by kings, and many motions have been made to protect and preserve it, including a golden fence that was constructed around the tree. Number 7. The Arbol de Tole is located in the Mexican state Oaxaca. It has the widest tree trunk in the world, with a girth so unbelievable that it was originally thought to be multiple trees. It has an impressive circumference of 138 feet. It's also really old, estimated to be no younger than 1,200 years old, but as old as 3,000. Number 6. The famous Tree of Life is believed by some to be where the Garden of Eden used to flourish. Located in present-day Bahrain, it is a large mesquite tree that is between 400 and 500 years old. It is considered to be a miracle because it is the only tree for long stretches of barren desert. Number 5. Located near Derby, Western Australia, there is a large hollow tree with a natural entrance, known as the Baob prison tree. It is said that this tree was used in the late 19th century by the indigenous Australians for keeping prisoners before their sentencing. It has become a popular tourist attraction, and a fence had to be put up to avoid damage and vandalism to the tree. Number 4. Perhaps the most holy trees in the world, the Cedars of God in northern Lebanon, are mentioned in the Bible more than 70 times. While the cedars flourished in the region centuries before, today only about 400 trees remain. These trees have a long history, and were used to build the first temple in Jerusalem, as well as by the ancient Egyptians to make mummies. Number 3. Trees that almost don't look real. The Baobabs in western Madagascar surround a dirt road that has become a popular tourist attraction, known as the Avenue of the Baobabs. While there used to be a lush tropical forest with hundreds of them, now only remain about 20, due to population growth and deforestation. These 800-year-old trees have become famous since, as they tower over the lone dirt road in Manabi at nearly 100 feet tall. Number 2. The famous tree of Teneri is alone for at least 250 miles in the Saharan desert. Its persistence to grow under such rough circumstances and beautiful solitude made it a miraculous sight. The acacia tree was a landmark admired by locals for decades, until it was run over in 1973 by a truck driver. Now a plaque remains in its place, and the tree's remains are treasured by a nearby museum. Number 1. During the 2 years Anne Frank hid in the attic in Amsterdam, the tree outside of her window earned many references in her diary. The tree was one of the oldest white horse chestnuts in the country, until its collapse in the early millennium from natural withering. The General Sherman weighs 4,189,000 pounds. If you enjoyed this pointless video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if there's anything you want to see in a future video, let us know. Click here to learn about mummies.